Good morning, children, from Little Bird School. Today I am taking Social Science subject of Standard 8. Today we will continue the chapter number 3, Indian Constitution. So, children, our today's topic is how was the Constitution of India formed? It means how was the Constitution of India was established. The Constitution of India is the statement of a national goals and aims such as democracy, socialism, secularism, national unity, etc. See, the Constitution of India is the statement of national goals. Why the Constitution is formed? So, there are such a particular national goals and aims such as which are the goals and aims? Democracy, socialism, secularism, national unity, etc. The Constituent Assembly was established. It started working from 9th December 1946. Yes, children, the Constituent Assembly was established. It was started working from 9th December 1946. The Constituent Assembly was formed of prominent and distinguished scholars and leaders. In that Constituent Assembly, it was formed of prominent and distinguished scholars and leaders. Their political vision and foresight was incorporated in the Constitution. Leaders like Jawaharlal Nehru, Dr. Rajendra Prasad, Sardar Patel, Maulana Abdul Kalam Azad, Shyama Prasad Mukherjee, Sardar Baldev Singh, etc. These are the leaders of the Constituent Assembly. Provided their guidance, Frank Anthony represented the Anglo-Indian community and H.P. Modi represented the Parsi community. See, there are both a particular person. One was the Frank Anthony who represented the Anglo-Indian community and another person H.P. Modi represented the Parsi community. The committee has various constitution scholars like Aladi Krishnaswamy Iyer, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, K.M. Munshi, etc. Yes, children, the committee has a various constitution scholars. There are the innumerable scholars, but few are like Aladi Krishnaswamy Iyer, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, K.M. Munshi, etc. There were female members also who were associated with that Indian Constitution. So, the female members like Sarojini Naidu and Vijay Lakshmi Pandit. Dr. Rajendra Prasad was elected as the President of the Constituent Assembly. President means head of the Constituent Assembly. So, who was the head of the Constituent Assembly? Dr. Rajendra Prasad. There were a number of subcommittees to take care of various aspects of Constitution. Yes, there are also such a kind of members who take care of the various aspects of the constitutions. The drafting committee, which was headed by B.R. Ambedkar, gave the constitution its final shape. Total 166 meetings were held in the Constituent Assembly in a time of period of 2 years, 11 months and 18 days. See, there are 166 meetings which was held in our Constituent Assembly and the time period of that meetings is 2 years, 11 months and 18 days. On 26 November 1949, the committee passed the Constitution which was enforced on 26 January 1950. See, children, look at here. On 26 January 1949, the committee passed the Constitution, but which was enforced on 26 January 1950. So, did you got it? On 26 November 1949, the committee passed the constitution, but it is enforced. It means it is started on 26 January 1950. So, why do we need a constitution? So, these are the information about our constitution or constituent assembly. But the question arises that why do we need a constitution? What if there is no constitution? If there is no constitution, then what will happen? Now, no country can function without a constitution. Yes, this is the answer, like that no country can function without a constitution. A constitution serves many objectives. It means a constitution works in many objectives. It is a document which finally weaves the ethos and ideals of our country. Yes, it is a one type of documents which shows the ideals of our country. It tells about the kind of government of our country would have. It also tells that what kind of government and what kind of administration run in our country. How to run the administration of our country. In a democratic form of a government, we elect our leaders so that they can run the administration. See, in the democratic form, it means there are such a kind of a person which we elect, and those leaders, they can run the administration on our behalf. However, there are provisions in the constitution to check the misuse of a power by the leaders. So, in that constituent assembly, there are also a provisions in that constitution for what? For to check that no one can misuse these powers by the leaders. So children, today up to this, we will continue this chapter and we will discuss some more other topics of this chapter in our next lecture. Thank you.